Hey guys, Bobbery18 here, and welcome back to some more Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last part, we finished Woodfall Temple, and we had Chaos Bender on. And in this part, we're finally going to be returning the Deku Princess to the Deku Palace here after she's been in a bottle for almost a week because my computer broke. Yeah, that's why I wasn't uploading. If you didn't see, like, on the other videos, I put, like, read description on it. I put a little blurb in there about why I wasn't uploading because I thought that would be the best place for people to see it. I also paused it right here because as you see the screen's getting smaller. I'm not sure if I showed this off before, but if you're outside, like outside of a dungeon, and you're you're going from one day to another, the screen will get progressively smaller. Like as you see, it's like 5 a.m. on the first day, which will in turn turn into 6 a.m. on the second day. And yeah, I didn't reset time or anything. I just got back here to the Deku Palace and time progressed, like, naturally, so that's why it was here. I'm not messing with the aspect ratio or anything. This is just how it is. And I guess if you found a way to, like, freeze time or something, you could, like, keep it on that aspect ratio for as long as you wanted, and that's a really, actually, cool view of the palace there. But yeah, we're gonna go inside, and I just wanted to show that off and wait for the second day to begin. Like, I don't think it'll happen in here either. You have to be outside. So yeah, hurry, why are you waiting, Mr. Bovary? Because I have to get up to the pedestal here. We'll open this bottle and release me right here. I can read the rest of that, but yeah, here we go. We're releasing the Deku Princess as a giant blob of brown stuff, and now we're inside her. Don't interpret that weirdly. Oh, my princess, my darling princess, you are all right. I was so worried. Yeah, you, like, kidnapped a monkey. Oh my god, look at him. They're gonna dump him in boiling water. Good thing they didn't do that yet. I mean, we were, like, just this close. Look at her face. She's just, like, so mad. What are you doing? Let that monkey go this instant. Yeah. I mean, she's here, and that's the only reason you kidnapped that monkey, because, I don't know, you jumped to conclusions. At least he's safe. Did I just appear out of nowhere? Oh, Mr. Monkey, I'm truly sorry. Father does such rash things when he's worried about me. Unfortunately, I don't have Chaos Bender's voice to do the Deku Princess anymore, so I'll have to do it. I'm not very good at doing voices, so I'll just, read it in a regular voice. I understand, Princess. Forget about that. Has the temple been returned to normal? Yes, it has. Why, yes. Thanks to Mr. Bobbery here. I am very, truly grateful. And I'm very, truly, you're welcome. Really? So you're called Bobbery, are you? Thank you for keeping your promise to me. Well, yeah, I tend to keep promises when I make them. I'm a pretty trustworthy person like that. Well, Link is. I kind of am, too. As a symbol of our gratitude, our butler has prepared a little something for you. Please accept it. You'll find it in the shrine that will be to your right when you leave this palace. Okay, gotcha. Now that everyone's saved, and we brought the Deku Princess back. Yeah, she has a little pedestal over here. The Deku Butler was the one that was standing over here. I never actually talked to him, and I probably could earlier, but, I forgot to the last time we were here, then we had the temple, and now the Deku Princess, she just wanted to get out of that bottle so much, so I just let her go. And, yeah, so the shrine is actually the opposite way of where that beam plant was, which is... Thank you, sign. I was just about to explain that. It's this way. Over here, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it before either, but if you spin off the platform before you do, before you bounce on water as a Deku, you'll go a little faster, and in turn your hops will be a little wider apart, so you can go farther, so that's a pretty cool trick. Sometimes it can be useful, sometimes it can be your demise, I guess, because if you don't want to go really far, it can be bad, but yeah. In here, this place will look really familiar in a minute, if you played Ocarina of Time, that is. But anyway, what doesn't look familiar in this game to someone who's played Ocarina of Time? Yeah, this is also why I want to have the bunny hood, because you'll see in a minute we'll actually have to quote-unquote race him, kind of, so let's talk to him. Bobbery, I'm truly grateful for what you've done for the princess. As a sign of our gratitude, we Deku have prepared something that we think may assist you. I will lead you to it. And he has like a little parasol. Please follow me. And now we have a long maze thing. You don't have to beat the Deku Butler, but you do have to follow him. There are, like, windy paths and stuff. Also, those Deku won't hurt you, because apparently we're the Deku's friends now. And I guess that's a good thing. Until we reset time, I guess that is. If you go across these water sections, if you're not sure about your jumps, you can put on the Deku mask and you'll do, oh, that was horrible. You'll do, like, the hops on the water, like, you know, how we did outside. But I'm just not even gonna worry about that because I want to try and get here as fast as you can. You can take that way over there to get some extra money, and it's also faster, I think. But this way is better. Of course it is, because, you know, that's why I died. I died to show that if you die or fall down a hole or get hit with fire as a Deku or something, basically if you reset the room, you'll have to come back here. That's really the reason I showed that. It wasn't because, you know, I'm not good at jumping or anything. No, no. Funny story about when I was actually doing this the first time, like my very first time playing the game through here, not like let's playing it or anything, just my first time in general playing through this game, and I was doing this. This took me so many tries, and this isn't even hard. I mean, I know I died before, but that's only because, you know, I'm recording it. But otherwise, this mini game sort of thing isn't that hard. And when I first played this game, I failed on this so hard, and I don't know. Also, that looked really weird because they're just coming out of those bars there, those platforms. It doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I switched into the Deku Mask there to hop across the water. But yeah, I really don't know why I was failing so much at this game the first time I played this, or when I failed this race the first time I was playing this game. I don't know. I probably just sucked at video games back then. Also, he's going to go through the path here. The path he takes is the one you want to follow. I think there's actually multiple paths you can take, but I usually just follow him because I'm usually not that far behind. Also on the stairs here, don't go on the slidey parts because that'll make you slide down. Obviously, well, big boulders, you want to try to race them so you don't get hit by them. More slidey stairs, and yeah, this is also a part where you can kind of get confused because, you know, multiple pathways and stuff like that. But just follow him and you should be fine. Oh, up here you need to use the bow. I don't really know what would happen if you don't have any arrows. I guess you would just have to, like, reset it and go get arrows, I guess. I guess it's pretty unforgiving like that. But yeah, I think he actually slows down here for you, and oh, jeez. Nope. Oh, wait. Did you see the platforms below there? I guess this is on top of that other wood section we were at before. I didn't actually know that. Cool to know, though, and after you get past that section, that was probably arguably the hardest part. Now we're at the end here. So what do you have to give me, Mr. Butler? What have you prepared for me? Well done, Bobbery. Now here's the item I promised. Please accept it. You got the Mask of Sense. This mask heightens your sense of smell, where it was C to sharpen your olfactory perception. I think that means basically just like you'll have a better sense of smell. That's a smell of power. I bet it is. Actually, when I see you, I'm reminded of my son who left home long ago. Somehow I feel if I'm once again racing with my son. I'm afraid I may have tried too hard to outrun you. As old as I am, I'm still a fast competitor, just like when I raced my son. Please forgive my rudeness. Oh no, you weren't rude at all. I mean, you did kind of cheat with like a floating parasol, I guess. You know, we're not really having that much of a race anyway. I just had to follow you, so yeah. Like I said at the beginning, that might look familiar to anyone who's played Ocarina of Time, you know, like Dampé's grave, that sort of thing. Or at least that's what it reminded me of. Maybe not you, I don't know. People have different preferences. But yeah, now that is pretty much everything. No, there is actually one more thing we can do in Woodfall. And you do need to have beaten Woodfall Temple to have this happen because you need the water to be pure. Well, it doesn't really involve the water, but you need the water to be pure regardless because that's just how it triggers the event. So yeah, we want to actually go back to the boathouse cruise section part back at the beginning of Southern Swamp, and I probably should just warp there. Yeah, I'll just warp there, because we actually have a shooting game of sorts to do with Kuome, the one who runs the boat cruises. Now that the water is all clean, we can go back and do another mini-game with her. So, I'll just do that now, just because, you know, we're here, we have the temple beaten, I still have some time left, and yeah. Also, if you haven't turned in the picture before that picture, like to win the heart piece at the photo contest, you can't do it anymore. You can only do it when the water is poisoned still, like before you beat Woodfall Temple. I don't really know why. I guess it's just to show the progression of time and how, you know, like contests only run for a certain amount of time, and that was like a time progression thing just to show in game. But yeah, so if you want to do that now, you're gonna have to reset time and yeah. So, but if you do already have the temple beaten, you should probably do this first, just so you don't have to beat the temple again. So yeah. Oh, here's what thanks for what you did back there. As a special dish for you, I'll let you take this cruise for free. Oh, but wait, yes, just as I thought. It seems the poison swamp has been cleaned up, so why not try something more interesting? How about a little game? I'll fly around on my broom, and you try to hit my target. Yeah, we will try it. Tee-hee, that's the way to go. But let me explain, you're not aiming for me with that bow, you're aiming for the target. If you hit me, I'll never forgive you. Actually, more like if you hit her 10 times, she'll just end the game, which you can immediately try again. Although it does cost you money the second time, so try not to hit her. If you just hit her, yeah, that just happens. Sometimes you can kind of hit her without trying to, like, because, you know, she's such a big target. As sad as that is to say, but yeah, she kind of is. Basically, what I do, since you have infinite arrows, just spam the B button, and I think you're trying to get 20, or maybe it's 25, I don't know. I know it's not over 30. Also, don't hit her more than 10 times. I said that before, but yeah. Where'd she go? Oh, right in front of you. That part always confuses me. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do with this, because I've never done any of the shooting games, really, with the classic controller. And yes, there are shooting games later on in the game, which are actually arguably really hard. But I actually only have done them with a GameCube controller, so I don't really know how this will fare against that. So far I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm like halfway there. And I'm pretty sure we're like halfway around the track. We're right back in the front of the front of the Deku Palace, I think. So yeah, if that's any sense of scale. No. I'm not even following my own strategy. No. There. Okay. 14. No, don't hit her. Hit the target. I'm just glad you don't have to hit, like, in the center. That'd be terrible. There we go. 16. Also, right when you get, basically, like right here, when she's just, like, in one spot, just try to aim, like, in the same spot, because that's where the target will appear. 21. I don't know if I have to get 25 or not. I think I have to actually get 25. 23, pretty good. Oh. Okay, I think you only had to get 20, actually, so that's great. Sorry if my commentary wasn't the best. I was just sort of, okay, we're going to get this, now we have 20, and yeah. So I don't really want to play again. That's all I wanted there. That's the only reward you can get from that. Well, you might be able to get rupees if you do it again. I'm not really sure. I haven't really done it more than once. But now we can... Actually, that's pretty much everything we can do in Woodfall for now. Yeah, I know there's a piece of heart on top of that boat cruise place there. We can't get that now. We have to wait for later to get that. But yeah. Okay, now back to Clock Town. There is... Is there anything to do? Let me think. Okay, there is one more thing we can do to make this episode a little longer. It involves going out to Termina Field, and now that we actually have a temple opening song, we'll get more of those later, but basically it's the Sonata of Awakening that we can open temples, or we can open the Woodfall Temple with. And since we have that, we can go around and get a heart piece for now that we have that song. Basically there's holes around Termina Field here. There's one in each compass direction. And if we play the Sonata of Awakening for a Sheikah Stone, or it's what is it actually called? I know there's an official name. Gossip Stone. Yeah, that's what it is. If we play the Sonata of Awakening for each one of those stones, we can get a heart piece for it. So yeah, I'm just gonna pull out my bow here, because as I said in the last part, I think it was in the last part. Well, that made the thing all weird. But yeah, as I said in the last part, you can kill Skulltulas from the front. Like I said before, you can what was I saying? I don't know. Anyway, just play the... No. Get out the ocarina, stay a Deku, play the Sonata of Awakening for all the Sheikah Stones, and you will get a heart piece. So yeah, it was, up, left, A, right, A. Yeah, that's what it is. So like I said, there's 4 of them, and also that enemy I just killed, as a Deku, that's the only, Skull Waltula, I think it's called, in the game. There were a lot of them in Ocarina of Time. They were climbing on, like, ivy and stuff. As you see, the big one turned green. And green is, like, the color of the Sonata of Awakening, like, the Woodfall area. So, yeah. That's the only Skullwall Tula in the game. Pretty interesting fact there. The next one is over here in the eastern part. I should probably get out my bunny hood, actually, because that would make things a lot faster. I don't need my bow out. Well, now I don't. We're actually, I'll save that for the next part because that could go on a long time. There's actually 2 shooting galleries in the game, one in the swamp and one in the town that we can do. We can't, well, yeah, now that we have the bow, we can do them. I'm going to be attempting to do them. I'm not going to make any promises that I'm going to finish them right now. I will do them eventually, but I just want to attempt them right now, well, in the next episode. Because this will probably fill up the 20-minute mark at least, so yeah. Snout of Awakening, up left, A, right, A. There we go. I think this is actually my probably one of my favorite songs of this game, too. Probably the Song of Healing is my favorite, I think. Then probably this one. And then a song that we'll get into later, which a lot of people like. It was an Ocarina of Time, too. I don't really know. I don't like it all that much. It's okay, but... I mean, it's not bad or anything. It's just not one of my favorites. I tend to don't like things that a lot of people already do like, I guess. That's the moral of the story, and that can be shown in a lot of other things I like, too, I guess, if you knew me like that. But yeah, over here, there is another hole in the Snowhead area, and that's actually the next part that we're going to be going into. The hole is right here. I think at random times there will be a stone covering that up, but if there is, you just use a bomb to blow it up. No biggie. But this time there wasn't, or maybe it's in the next area that there's a stone you need to blow up. I'm not really sure. Although I do remember there being a stone over here sometime. I don't know. Wait. You didn't register. What? No. Up left, A, right, A. That's the song, and I'm standing right next to the giant Sheikah stone. Or, Gossip stone. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing, but... As you see, they have the logo of the Sheikah on them, you know, from Ocarina of Time. A lot of resources were used from Ocarina of Time, in case you didn't know. This game was made in like 18 months, I think, after Ocarina of Time, so they needed to hurry it up and get the game out, so they just reused a lot of stuff. I probably could go on and on about the beta of this game, just because there's a lot to talk about, just, you know, on that topic, but I'm not going to right now, just, you know, because it could take up a long time, and we only have this part left. And I guess I could turn into a Deku and be very irrelevant because I keep buttons confused. No. You know, I'm really not used to this controller. Maybe I should, I don't know. Maybe I should like have like a practice episode. No, go in the hole, Link. Jeez. This game does not want to respond to me. Good thing we're at the last one, and then I can end it off, and maybe I'll just go off screen and practice some more with the sword, like on a practice file or something, or the file that I copy over, because there's only 2 files. I actually had to erase my other file just so I could copy this LP file, just in case something happens, like if the recording gets corrupted or something. But yeah, once we get all 4 of the statues green, they give us a piece of heart. Which, did that actually assemble a new heart container? Let me check. Oh yeah, it did, so interesting there. Now we have, I think that was 7 heart containers. No, 8 actually, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's actually going to be it for this part of Majora's Mask, because we've done pretty much everything that I want to. And in the next part, we will be going, and we're probably not going to start in the next area. In the next part, we might, if I do the shooting games well, but... You know, they're pretty hard, so the next part, depending on how well I do, might just be the whole episode doing the shooting gallery. I'm not positive, so yeah. That's what we'll be doing in the next part, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you then.